There you
Hello,
go.
hi, and welcome again to the Terminal Podcast, where in the end, it's all about the numbers. Tonight, we continue this highwayman's journey to the castle on the hill with another THS alum to answer a few questions. Please share your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, I'm Pamela Bob, and I'm calling from Astoria, Queens.
Pam, you're here tonight to answer the William E. Brown Memorial Questionnaire as a build up to
I
the
am.
THS class of 1995 year-end reunion on October 18. This event includes a 10:30 a.m. tour of our old stomping grounds by a student ambassador with coffee, juice, and Teaneck Bagels to start the day. Later that evening, from 6 to 10, there's a full dinner buffet and open bar at Napoli Restaurant in Fort Lee with music by our own DJ Chalice. I keep on messing up his name.
Chalice.
There's more
Better.
info, including discounted hotel info and how to pay for all this fun. Check the Invite Me link in the description for full details or find the THS group on the Facebook. Maybe it's on other social media apps. I'm not on them, hence I'm old. The 30-year anniversary is proof, so you'll have to ask somebody else. As a former winner of this prestigious and random award, I'm here to ask someone else random questions, and after your answers, you may receive the same accolades I did. Are you ready?
Let's do it. Let's go.
Question one. Do you still think or say you're from New Jersey?
Um, if I'm talking to, yes and no. If I'm talking to someone who is from New Jersey, I very proudly tell them I'm from Teaneck. If I'm
Mhm.
talking to someone that has no idea geographically where Teaneck is, I'll
Mhm.
probably say right outside New York City. And then
Mhm.
say like across the bridge on the Jersey side because it's sort of easier to do that.
Okay.
Because I don't really relate. I This is bad, but I never did anything. I'm not a good New Jerseyite because I never really everything we did was sort of city centric, and I never
Mhm.
really ventured into New Jersey, like not even to local like neighboring towns or anything. So I
You
really knew
mean,
Teaneck and the city, and that was
I
about it
see. I see. As growing up, it was one or the
growing up.
other. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Makes
wasn't
sense.
until I was an adult and I was like, oh, there are other parts of New Jersey. I've never been to those parts.
There's a northern part, you say? Wow, interesting.
The northern land. Yeah.
There's a whole garden side to
It's
the
a
to the
garden
west of it.
state, in
It
fact.
is it
Yes.
is the Garden State, yes.
Shockingly.
Question two. What was your favorite mall growing up?
Um, I should tell you, I wasn't really a mall girl. Like that wasn't my scene.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, it was the big three, right? It was either Riverside, Bergen Mall, or Garden State Plaza. Riverside was really ritzy. Bergen Mall at the time was sort of a dump. And Garden
Hmm.
State was like the regular mall. So I guess Garden State.
Okay. So I mean, I'll ask it just to hear the negative response, which is, when was the last time you were at a mall?
This past weekend, we went
Ah,
to visit my parents in New Jersey, and we took a family trip to the Garden State Plaza because we had to pick up. I forgot what we had to pick up, but we had to pick up a couple things. And my children think it's like, because I live in the city, so we're not
mm-hmm.
mall people. Oh, my dog is chewing a stick behind us. So there we
That's
go.
fine.
So we don't hit the mall, like that's not our normal thing. So for them, it was like a total treat going to this magical shopping land. And also, the Garden State Plaza is like
Yeah.
epically
I've
huge.
I've
Like
heard
malls are not what they were when we were growing up. They're insane.
I've heard it's grown.
It's
It's
grown. It's crazy.
okay.
So yeah,
Question.
this
Oh,
week, that's your answer.
okay. Question three. Have you ever used advanced math like pre-calculus or trigonometry since high school?
Martin, you're assuming I took those courses in high school. which I never did.
You had to take
No,
some sort of advanced
no,
math, no?
no. I took geometry freshman year, I think
Hmm.
algebra sophomore year,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then I did take math junior and senior year, but they were like the remedial math for dummies. I mean, my brain and math does not. So I never took calculus. I never took trigonometry. I never took the advanced math. Listen, I barely got through the
You
times tables.
you
My brain
said
does not work that way.
you've just stated that you took 4 years of
I
math.
did. You know
And
what?
so therefore, they wouldn't have given you the same math as you got into your junior
I
and senior
don't,
year.
I don't remember what I took junior year, but it was not, I'm telling you, maybe it was algebra 2. Like it was,
Yeah, but it
and
was a higher form of it. Hence the question. Do you
uh,
know? Go ahead.
I had to take math senior year because I only wanted to do 3 years of science. So it was, you had to do either
Hmm.
4 years of one or, and you
And
could do 3 years of another. So I was like,
hmm.
I'm not doing science senior year. And so I had to take a math class, but they offered like this remedial math class. Ms. Delaplane
Oh,
taught
I
it.
see.
And that's also another reason why I decided I would do math my senior year because I was infatuated with Ms. Delaplane because she was such a character, and I would sit in class and study her. Like, who, where did this woman come from? I'd study how she would talk. I'd studied her mannerisms, and she could be really mean, but then there was a soft spot, and I liked seeing when people got into the soft spot. Jonas Abramson would come into class every now and then, wander in and irritate her, but also make her laugh or smile. And I always thought that was really fun. I don't know. I'm an actor. These are the things that I notice. So that's why I took math senior year, but it was math for dummies. And I still think I got a D.
So to just revert back to the question, basically, so even like the algebra two that you took, I was gonna say, or is it pretty much you've just gone off of math and that's
I use math to know how much to tip.
okay,
And
that's it.
that's all there's no place in my world where I would use that
Accounting or
kind of.
budgeting or anything along those lines. But that
But it's just like subtraction, and that's nah,
okay, all right.
nothing
Uh,
advanced. Yeah.
okay, so this will be a fascinating answer.
Oh
Your
God.
mic's popping a little, but question four, what do you think of drivers from other states?
Um, they should use their horns. What's what's up with people not using their horns in other states? You got to use your horn. How do you let people know you need to get by, or you just made a
So
stupid move? Use
so
your
the
horn.
follow-up question is, when was the last time you drove a car?
Oh, I do have a car.
Okay.
So I do have a car. So yes, I drove it this morning.
So how many miles did it get like in a year? It's just a car to have a car, but
It's a car to do local stuff,
hmm.
drop kids off wherever they need to be dropped, but and also like to go out to Teaneck because my parents are still there, and going on day trips for hiking or work. I drive it for if I'm working on a job that's a little further out. I'll use it for that,
But
but
it's not, yeah, you're not.
I don't have 200,000 miles on my car now.
Okay. That's fair. Uh, question five. Do you still have or wear any of the clothing you wore in high school?
That is a big regret because I never had THS clothes when I was in high school, and I don't know why. And I will say in adulthood, like
Oh,
I'm really sorry I don't have any Teaneck sweatshirts or t-shirts or sweatpants.
I'm
There's a
I'm not
store that sells them, right? Like I could
I'm
get
there
them.
is I would assume so, but I was just speaking in terms of just your clothing in general from
Those
that.
clothes, not like
Yeah.
the logoed clothes.
Yeah, no, just
There.
clothing.
Um, I'm probably about 2 sizes larger or three. So probably no, I don't think so. I think I have the dress I wore for prom hanging up in my parents' closet in my
Mhm.
bedroom. Do I have anything else? I don't think so. No, I don't think I could fit into anything.
I'm laughing that your bedroom become your parents' closet, but
Ah,
Qu-
Of
Question 6. Do you remember the black door and the white door?
course, it was a staple. It was a
Your
staple at Teaneck High School.
your thoughts on said doors?
Mixed. I actually always thought I was always upset that there was self-segregation. I know that's human. Humans just do that. But for a school, yeah, Teaneck was the first voluntary integrated public school system in the country. And it's what we all prided ourselves on, right? And
Mm.
oh sorry, there's people outside my window. Um and so I always thought, why are we self-segregating? So it was a little like, yeah. And on the flip side, it was super cool. Like like we had a black door. That's cool. Um, it was ownership of a population of kids, and I totally respect that. And there were other doors too. Like there was the smokers door, the goth door, and there were other doors for other types of people. It wasn't just the black door. But I don't know. How did you feel about it?
I'm the one asking the questions.
Damn it.
And the next one is question number 7. Who did you have a crush on that never knew?
No one. I no one that never knew. No
Hmm.
one. I don't.
So then follow up is, so any crushes that you did have, they did know or find out soon enough, or
Well, not to sound cocky or anything, but I ended up dating the people I had liked. So, I mean,
okay.
I had a serious boyfriend in high school, and then when that ended, I dated a few other people. Um, so I never really had like pining
You
crushes on people.
because you dated the people that you liked. Okay, that's
Yeah,
it's an answer.
I know. It sounds pretentious, but it's the truth.
That hey, the truth is the truth. So that's what it is. Question number 8. Since we've graduated, how far have you physically traveled from Teaneck High School? So not how it's using Teaneck High School as the center point. How far have you gone from Teaneck High School?
And I've been to Europe. My husband's from the UK, so we go there quite often. California, not that crazy. Not that
Hmm.
crazy.
All
Sadly.
right.
There's still time. I can get to cool places.
There is time.
There's time.
Question 9. What do you remember the science classrooms looking like?
Um, God. There were the long tables, right? At least
Hmm.
in I mean, I think everyone took marine biology because that teacher was so fun, right? Every person you've interviewed.
Yes, has mentioned Mr. O'Shea in the marine
Jay?
biology room.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. And I don't even like marine biology, and that class was awesome. So I do remember in that class that there were the long black, I think they were black, long tables.
Hmm.
Um, but then I think when I took chemistry sophomore year, there were just individual desks. So probably
Yeah.
the more interesting answer is the long tables. What
Well,
was biology? Probably long tables too.
those were the long tables. That's what I remember. My follow-up question is, your your child, their science rooms, any similarities, or have you not seen them, or
I've never seen them. I've never seen I have a son who's a sophomore in high school now, but my
hmm
daughter's little, she's 7. She just started second grade. So,
hmm
but no,
you've not seen, you can't
I've,
remember his
I've
science
never seen a
classrooms.
science room. No.
No, didn't go to curriculum night or
I mean, yes, but I don't remember. Don't think I'm a bad parent, Martin.
I did not say anything about you being a bad parent. That
Been
is
to
something you,
curriculum night. Um, no, I'm trying to remember what the science. I just don't remember.
okay,
Boring
it's
answer, but the truth.
it's it's the truth. Question number 10. What do you remember most from your life before high school graduation? What signature moment or two do you kind of recall when you think back before my graduated high school, this happened? That kind of,
Well, do you
I
want
mean,
good or bad or both?
well, it's just one is really what
Okay.
I asked for.
I think I was a very serious dance student when I was in high school. So whenever I wasn't at school and or wasn't or when I was at school, I was either after hours rehearsing for whatever play or show I was in at school. And then when I wasn't at school, I was at the dance studio. So it was like two classes a day every day and then rehearsal hours on top of that. And by the time like my junior senior, it was like really heavy duty. I mean, we lived in those dance studios. So a big part of my life was that, and it was wonderful. Really, I miss it. It was great.
Okay. You've reached the end and shall receive the
What's so
same accolades as this former winner. Thank you
bad?
very much.
Martin, are we going to do the morning announcements when we get to the 30th anniversary? I can't believe it's the 30th anniversary. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
We can do our morning announcements together. It was you and me. Who else was it? Amanda.
You're the people in memory,
Who else was
and
it?
I am unburdened by it. I am burdened with this because I close, as always, the Terminal Podcast ends with one trivia question.
Okay.
And this one starts from Isn't It Funny How Time Flies, the 65th edition of the THS yearbook.
God.
You and four others dressed up as the cast of Clue for Halloween. Do you remember
Oh,
which
yes.
character you were?
Yes, I was Mrs. White.
You were Mrs. White. The
I was Mrs.
movie
White.
and
And
abs oh,
then, yeah, and then a couple years ago, I did a production of Clue at the Paper Mill Playhouse, and I played Mrs.
this is
White. So there you
wow.
go. It came full circle.
So you're going to love this question, then you might get it right away. The movie, an absolute classic, is what I know of Clue. It was released in '85, features the different endings. Christopher Lloyd during an amazing '80s run that includes Taxi. And oh, by the way, Back to the Future, I believe, is on the, yeah, Christopher Lloyd in that. It's just crazy. And Madeline Kahn as Mrs. White, being Madeline Kahn. And I
Yeah.
hated her so much. Flames,
Flames on the side of my
flames.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was in the movie the widow of a nuclear physicist and four previous men in the movie. But in the original Cluedo, the murder mystery game manufactured by Waddingtons in the United Kingdom,
Yes.
Mrs. White was the housekeeper or the cook. In 2016, White was replaced by Dr. Orchid, uh,
What?
the adopt the adopted daughter of the victim. 7 years later, the character became Chef White for future UK and North American editions. But the number I'm looking for is in what year was the classic mystery game released? The actual hard, the game, the board game that spawned all this thing off. I could add additional numbers to throw you off. Like the original design called for 10 characters in 11 rooms with 9 weapons, including the fireplace poker and a shillelagh or a cudgel, which is just a
Wow.
truly vindictive way to take someone
Wow.
out. Just so
Yeah. That's a lot of backstory. People are thinking really hard about Clue. And
well,
why is
they
it
think.
Cluedo in the UK? It's so weird. Okay, what year? So if the movie came out in 85, it had to have been around long enough to be successful to make a movie about it. I don't know. Let's go 65.
19,
1965.
1965 is the number. Thanks for
Sure.
listening again to the latest W.E. Brown questionnaire. This is a promotional
Wait,
tool
the
for
answer?
the THS. Excuse me.
Was that the answer? Was that correct?
I the answer will be in the description for this
Yeah. Uh,
episode.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I'll start my closing once again. Thanks for listening to the latest W.E. Brown questionnaire. Once again, this is a promotional tool for the THS Class of 1995 30-year reunion on October 18. Events include a return to the castle on the hill, discounted hotel rooms, a full dinner buffet, and open bar amongst fellow highwaymen. DJ
Who's gonna
Chalice
get
on the
the
whiz.
drunkest first? Who's gonna get the drunkest first? Not
Check
me.
the invite me link in the description for full details, and I'll be back on this podcast soon enough with hopefully something better to put down. Pamela, it's been a delight. Take
Thank you,
it
Martin. I
easy.
can't wait to see you in person.
Take it easy down your life's highway and have a good afternoon.